your defense did tonight, especially late, holding on to that lead?
Well, depends what you're comparing it to. It was like night and day between tonight and last night. So I thought they did a really good job. They were more aggressive, more physical, and it carried over into the offense where we, got a lot of good shots.
Was it pretty disappointing to lose Jing like 6 minutes into his?
I'd say
first?
yes. I'd say yes.
You know anything new on him? Does it
No,
seem severe?
I don't know.
Obviously Jakob does so much important stuff for you guys. When the other team starts fouling him that way, does it put you in a tough spot as far as whether to keep him on the floor or not?
Well, you watched the game. We took him out. So obviously we thought it was a problem.
And then overall, how'd you think Drew did? Just sort of.
I thought he was fantastic.
He
plays hard. He plays physically. He's learning how to play. And he's very willing, and he did a really fine job tonight.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go to Tom Osborne.
You guys finished, Pop, with 34 free throws, 2 shy of the season high. Did that fourth quarter, when you couldn't get a basket, kind of underscore the importance of staying aggressive and getting to the line and knocking them down?
Well, we were in the bonus. So when you're in the bonus, you want to drive the ball and, try to get to the line. So they did a good job of that.
I know Drew struggles at the line, but you like how he works hard at it. I mean, not Drew, but Jakob, how he works hard at it, and puts in the time and tries to get better. And are you seeing some improvement?
There's no improvement. He's been like that since the day he got here.
Yeah.
He works hard all the time.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
DeMar, just what was the difference for you guys between tonight and Monday night against the same team?
Came out more aggressive on both ends. We made shots. That's always a big plus. Made shots, and for the most part, we just came out more aggressive.
You've been with Jakob for a while now. Obviously, he does so many important things for this team. Have you seen him struggle at the foul line like he's been struggling this season? Is that a little new for him?
Yeah, but we riding with him. Understand, he work on him. We all got the utmost confidence when you step up to that line that he's gonna knock him down. It's just one of those struggles tonight.
How'd you think Drew did tonight? I mean, is he just a guy that's kind of a pest, Drew Eubanks, for the guys that have to like bang with him and go up against him?
Yeah. It's entertaining when Drew get out there. I know you're gonna go out there and play extremely hard. You just remind me of a guy like he out there riding a mechanical bull or something. he trying to make something happen, and he do, so it's fun when he get out there. He just brings a lot of energy.
Like, does he do stuff that you guys don't see coming, or that maybe even he doesn't see coming?
You hit it on the head. Yes.
Thanks, DeMar.
Yep.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go to Tom Petrini.
Hey, DeMar. You guys had 7 guys in this game again, scoring double figures. It's been, the starters and Patty and Rudy off the bench. First quarter, you had 7 assists, getting everybody else involved. What was it like watching this game and seeing everybody do their thing, in their own little run? It seemed like everybody had a stretch of the game that they just dominated in their own way.
That's when we at our best. That's when we win big games, no matter who we play against, when we play how we play, where everybody doing exactly what you just said, everybody doing their part. That's when we at our best. We're just unstoppable. And, I just try to come out and set the tone tonight, being aggressive and take whatever the defense gave me. And, it gave me getting those guys involved, not just fed off them from there.
How excited are you to share the court with Gorgie Jang, run pick and pop with him, and how much of a bummer is it that pretty much his first play he sprained his shoulder there?
It's definitely gonna be fun. His capabilities on both ends is definitely gonna help us a lot. Sucks that first day on the job, he got hurt. But, as soon as he get back, I think give him a couple more days to really just understand what we run, how we play. So next time he get out there, he'll be a lot more comfortable.
There was a stretch in this game where you guys went about 12 minutes at game time and had hit only 3 shots. You're sort of an expert on drawing free throws and fouls. How did you see that for you guys down the stretch in this game? I think you guys had like 36 free throws.
Yeah, you just gotta understand the time of the game, possessions, what's going on, reading it, understand what you can do, offensively, if it's getting to the free throw line, being aggressive, finding guys. It's just a read, 48 minutes. It's going to be a different game at some point of each quarter, last few minutes, whenever. It's just a read, just trying to figure it out, what you can do, when we can pick it up. And, that's kind of what we're doing.
I appreciate it, DeMar. Be well.
Yeah, appreciate
Thanks,
it.
DeMar. We'll see you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Sir.
Hey, Patty. First, congrats on the award. And on that same note, you're the first Australian to win it. And to be the first for doing efforts in Australia, does that feel a little extra special, or what does that feel like?
Sorry, Anya, you broke up there a little bit. I missed the first part of your question.
You're the first Australian to win the Community Assist Award. How does it feel to be the first Australian for doing efforts in Australia?
All right. I think before that, I think, winning an award that's been named after a San Antonio legend Spur and Dave Robinson, and to do it as a Spur, I think that's the first honor that is a real privilege. And then obviously to be recognized, in the NBA in America for the work, doing back home. I think that's pretty cool. But I think, it's a combination of a lot of things. Obviously the amount of community work here in San Antonio, as well as back in Australia. But that's something that I've always been very appreciative and grateful for, not only the San Antonio Spurs organization, but the community in general. Welcome me in and being very supportive in all the efforts that I do back home in my homeland. And I think that starts with just my identity and who I am. And I think I've been very, accepted for the whole time that I've been here. And that feeling of acceptance, isn't that common, I should say. So that's something that I'm very grateful for.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anya. Let's go to Jeff McDonald. Jeff.
Unmute there. Hey, Patty, the game tonight. Does it ever surprise you just how different 2 games can be back to back in the NBA, even if against the same opponent?
Sure. It's always going to be hard for a team to win both games, and that's the challenge that I think we've faced, the whole time this season when we have to play 2 games in a row. But it is a mini series, and you take it, a little bit like a playoff situation there. And for us, to give one up the other night, we had that fire under our belly to be able to execute the game plan better than what we did. There was no real significant changes there. We just had to play better. We had to do things better that we didn't do the other night, and came away with a good win. Having everyone contribute, I think, is important too. But the main thing here, the common denominator, I think, is just being able to string more of the 48 minutes together. There was a small patch in the other night's game where we did play, and we were digging ourselves out of a hole to bring it back to 3. And then a few, bad breaks for us, and we're back in that hole. But tonight, I think what got us over the line in the beginning was just our aggressiveness from the get-go. We gave the first blow, the first uppercut, as you'd say, and kind of, put the foot down and made sure that, we keep playing with that killer instinct. And we're able to do that tonight and string more of the 48 minutes together.
And secondly, Jakob does so many super important things for you guys. Do you just feel for him at the free throw line at this point? And is there anything you can do as a teammate just to keep his head up in that situation?
Mate, he's doing so many more valuable things for us than making free throws that it does not even matter. He's proven how valuable he can be each and every game. Whether it's screening, whether it's rolling, whether it's on the boards, whether it's deflecting shots, blocks, all these types of things. He's becoming one of those bigs that's just all over the place. And for our team, what we have right now, it's exactly what we need. And he's starting to feel it out and being very impactful every game. If he makes a free throw every now and again, that's a bonus, and we'll take it.
I appreciate it.
Let's go to Tom Orsborn.
Patty, you talked about coming out and being aggressive. How much did Rudy factor into that? It looked like one of his most active games all over the court.
Yeah, a lot. I think, tonight it seemed like it came easy for him and not forceful. And it seemed like that, at patches the other night as well. But he's obviously huge for us coming off the bench and being impactful on both ends. But when he's in that mindset and he feels good, his body feels good, he feels healthy, it makes a massive difference for sure. And, I think that goes for everyone in that sense. We're really becoming a team that, is relying on the person next to you to be able to, hold them accountable to do their job that will make you do your job. And that's the kind of feel in the locker room at the moment, to be able to share the workload. And I think that's where we're getting to. We're slowly starting to piece together our identity. And it obviously involves everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let's go to Tom Petrini.
Patty, you spoke about, the 48 minutes of effort, and, there was a stretch in this game after you guys started the third quarter, like 9 of 10 from the field. I think it was about 12 minutes of game time where you guys hit 3 total shots from the floor. How did you weather that portion of the game, especially as it came down to time to win it?
I think that's a little bit of our experience that comes into a little bit. I think we've created this something about us where we have been able to dig ourselves out of a hole probably more often than we would like. But I can tell you it's much easier to do when you're up by a significant amount. So if we're playing great teams with great players that they're going to make a run at some point. So to be able to weather a storm when you're up by however much is a lot easier than being down by 18 like we were the other night, right? And that takes a whole lot of energy out of you just to get it back to even. So I think you're right. Those start of the games, the start of the second half are really important for us to be able to make sure we get off in the right foot. And that's, again, talking about stringing more of the 48 minutes together and being able to deliver the first blow. I think that's obviously a really easy way of saying things, but for us to come out and deliver the first punch and really follow that up is important, especially at the beginning of the game and third quarter.